But against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States of...
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, to this amazing program. Thank you so much for joining wherever you are joining from. Please like and share to all platforms, share to family and friends, share to everyone that you can be able to reach so that we can be able to pass this message to the ends of the world. My fellow Biafran, we have come once again to deliver a message. On this episode, we want to present to you a message that was delivered by the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I want you to pay attention to this extraordinary message that the Deputy Prime Minister delivered. After watching this program, your life will not remain the same. You will see our Deputy Prime Minister explaining and bringing some arguments to an end. Explaining and telling you certain things that you do not know. Some of us do not know how far or who she is. I want you to pay attention. From the beginning to the end, at the end of this program, you will not have any doubt about Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Wherever you are, put on your seatbelt, watch closely, and let us hear the message that she has for us, a very warm message that after listening to it, you will have no reason to doubt anymore. Let's sit and watch, hear from the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze.
So keep your bags either in your hotel room or in the car or at your home. Please continue to remind everyone about this. We do not want to hurt you. We do not want any chaos. We do not want anybody feeling sad. Keep your belongings in your hotel room. There'll be portable areas to charge your phone. But no bag will be allowed into the event area, both locations, both embassy and at the hotel. On the update of ID card, our ID card, we are still waiting for the company that is printing our ID card. Those of you that are on the second batch, please have a little bit more patience with us. It is not out yet. We are still waiting. So don't freak out or say that it's been a while. Exercise more patience for us. The second batch is ready. Just some final touches internally from the administration, which we are working on. And then we also already have the third batch. People are already in the third batch. So the second batch printing, the third batch printing might be going on consecutively. So please exercise more patience for us. And thank you for what you're ready to wait. I wanted to let Biafrans know we had a very successful week where we launched our Survival Whistle, our first fundraising for our Survival Whistle on the Twitter space. It was a huge success. From there, I don't know if you have the number or how many Survival Whistle that was ordered on that day.
They ordered more than what we actually had that particular day.
Okay.
So it was a sold out.
Yeah, that was awesome. Because I believe on that day we were expecting at least about around 50,000.
But we sold more than 50.
But we got more. So that's a huge success. Congratulations to all Biafrans for making this a huge success. for us to have Biafrans order over 50,000 survival whistle for their communities on our first ever fundraising survival whistle. That was huge. That means a lot of Biafrans are keying into what we are doing. And I thank you all so much for that. Also, during that period, there were a question and answer session where we have Biafrans ask questions and got clarifications on some of the concerns they may have. One major area that I want us to know is that the United States of Biafra, Brigi de facto, is one. Brigi has been collapsed into the United States of Biafra. The de facto has been collapsed into the United States of Biafra. There's nothing like any falling back. That was the criminals saying things like that. The United States of Biafra is the supreme. It's just like when you have a maiden name like Diana, from Diana Okeke. You got married and then you are from Diana Ibe. So from Diane Ibe is what you go with, but everything, your certificates, everything you've acquired in the process from your primary to secondary to college, with that your original name maintains under from Diane Ibe. So nobody has fallen back to any trash that these criminals are parading to any Biafrans. There is only one United States of Biafra government at this time. Any other thing is fraudulent, not approved by the Prime Minister. I want every Biafran to be fully conscious and aware of that. Everything must be approved by this government. Must, underlined. There is no order. Any other person reading themselves as anything is not approved by our Prime Minister. It's fraudulent. Those are the criminal elements established and planted by the Nigerian government, by the Southeast and South governors to disrupt the full restoration and defense of the United States of Biafra. And we will never allow them with that criminality to exist anywhere we see them. They are not authorized to do what they're doing. There is only one United States of Biafra government. And under this government falls every other thing that our Prime Minister, us, all of us have worked for, starting from the autopilot, starting from the IPOB of our leader, Onyendi Nnamdi Kanu, that was collapsed into autopilot by the Prime Minister, because our Prime Minister observed, and we all noticed the criminals that surround our leader Nnamdi Kanu that started working with the Nigerian state and the Nigerian government. The ESN that was established by Onyendu, the criminal DOS, they sold them to the delegitimized Southeast and South governors just to disrupt the restoration of Biafra. That was how our Prime Minister moved everything into autopilot. And then from autopilot, we moved into Brigi. And then from Brigi, we moved into the United States of Biafra. It is a continuum. It is a continuum. Anybody that falls out from this line, it is not in line with the template laid by our Onyendu and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. That thing does not exist. Anything de facto, anything Brigi, anything United States of Biafra must be approved by this current cabinet of the United States of Biafra government. Any other thing outside that does not exist. They are fraudulent. They are the tools being used by Tinubu and Christopher Musa to disrupt what we are doing. I will never allow them. I want to tell Biafrans, our next week fundraising is cancelled from the, I know, you want to update our yes. We're not going to have any fundraising next week, Saturday, because it is our Memorial Day weekend. A lot of Biafrans are going to be very, very busy, both at home and abroad. And we want to make sure we have a successful event. And we want to rest after that Friday event, which is on the May 30th. So on Saturday, every Biafran is going to rest. On Sunday, every Biafran is going to rest. And we will start our activities on the Monday of that of the upper week. Next week, Friday, Saturday fundraising is cancelled by the government. We already have the Zoom link for the DC event because we have a couple of international speakers that will be joining us to speak on that day during the event. They will not be physically present in Washington, DC, but they'll be calling in through the Zoom to speak to us. And we are very, very happy to have them during the event. We also have noted that heads of missions that are cabinet members are not mandated to pay the $300 monthly payment as long as they contribute in their country's fundraisings. Yeah, that has been a concern for some head of missions in different countries in the world for the United States of Biafra government, those who are also cabinet members. So since they are already contributing in their missions in their countries, we want to ensure that they continue to do that which they know best, and they will not be held responsible for the $300 monthly for the cabinet fundraising. I want all Biafrans to be aware, just as the Prime Minister fought the DOS criminals, the cabals that sold the ESN to the Southeast governors, the DOS that kept fighting our Prime Minister, the DOS that pretended to be running Radio Biafra. Meanwhile, it was the Nigerian state, the DSS, that hijacked everything and used that avenue to disseminate false information against our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, against Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, and against the United States of Biafra, against Brigade. I want Biafrans to know that they exist at this time. It is your responsibility to fish them out wherever they are and give them the Wotowoto Pro Max treatment. Most of you that followed Onyendu, that followed our Prime Minister, you don't need anyone to tell you when you confront those criminals. Give them that same Pro Max treatment. They exist now. And I'm very, very happy Biafrans are taking care of them right now. It makes our job very, very easy. So we don't have to go through those battles. And I thank you all Biafrans for recognizing these criminals and treating them as such. That is what they are, paid by the Nigerian state to disrupt what we are doing. You all must know that the Nigerian state will always plant their criminals inside the restoration of Biafra. They will always do that. They did that in IPOB. They did that around our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. That is how they ended up being the DOS. And that is how they ended up being the partners that the Nigerian criminal state and the Southeast and South governors work collaboratively with. That is why the Nigerian state become the publishers of information from criminal elements like Emma Powerful, Benjamin Madubugo, all these criminals that pretended to walk around Nnamdi Kanu. But it happened in our eye that these people were agents of the Nigerian state inside Biafra restoration. So we have them now as ex-Brigade cabinet members, agents of Nigerian government, pretending to fight for the restoration of Biafra. So fish them out and give them the Wotowoto treatment immediately. So Biafran, these are all the few updates I have for us. And again, I thank you all so much. One other thing, our United States of Biafra Constitution, the hard copies, and the declaration document, the hard copies, and the online copies from Amazon is going to be floated maybe in the next 24 to 48 hours. So be on the lookout for that. So those of you that want to order for our United States of Biafra Constitution and Declaration document, it's very important you have those two documents. Just be on the lookout. We will post the links for that to order for that and for that to be mailed to your homes. And then those that want to order online through Amazon, it will soon be out. Hopefully in the next 48 to 72 hours, we are going to post it. It's going to be on my Twitter space once they finalize the payment modules for those items. I think that's it from me. We can go ahead and flag this fundraising open. Again, like we said, this fundraising, we just want to do it fast, as quickly as possible, because many of us have to do last minute shoppings, running of errands to get ready for next Friday. Thank you so much, family.
Now that you have listened to the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, I believe your doubt is cleared. She has been able to explain so many things. Those confusions you have in you, those things that can hinder you from supporting the United States of Biafra, it has been explained. Those your fears, I believe they are now gone. There is no other place to lay your tent except in the United States of Biafra under our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today, under the leadership of the Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Wherever you are, you must stand up and begin to do the right thing. Speak up from your own corner. Do whatever you can to make sure your freedom comes. Nobody is going to hand you freedom in a platter of gold. You must fight for it. It is your choice to make, either to be free or to remain a slave. I believe that most Biafrans have already made their choice. That's why we have a vote of more than 50 million. And those people today are still standing tall. It does not matter the wave. It doesn't matter the propaganda, the blackmail that is going out there. You must remain focused if you want to be free. Remember, consistency is the key and remains the key. That is one of the strongest strategies we must keep in our mind at all times. Be consistent in whatever you are doing. Continue to support the United States of Biafra. Make your financial contribution, make your moral contribution, and make your spiritual contribution. This is how we can overcome the enemies that is before us. We know we have so many challenges coming from east, west, north, and south. If you deny these enemies and these obstructions, you might be deceiving yourself. All you need to do today is to be consistent. Support the Deputy Prime Minister the best way you can. Remember, it is only Biafra that can give you freedom. It doesn't matter what they promise you. It doesn't matter what you think you have today. Tomorrow, you might lose all of it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you on the next episode.